Okay, good morning and welcome back to our Teknik Digital course. This is our class number 8. Although actually, class number 8 is actually for the mid-exam and it's supposed to be class number 9. Because it's the LMS and I'm not authorized to modify the content of the LMS, so we still stuck with the number 8. But anyway, we're going to discuss about combinational circuit. Now, so what is combinational circuit? Based on our discussion, previous discussion from class number 1 until class number 7, we discussed about logic gates. For example, AND gate, and we also have the OR gate, and then inverter, NAND gate, and NOR gate, which every logic gate is actually a function of a specific combination of transistor, a digital transistor. Now, combinational circuit is a circuit that represents a specific function. So, combinational circuit is actually an implementation of a specific function. So, we are given a function, then we can implement the circuit to, well, to implement that function. And we can also do the otherwise. For example, we are given a circuit, and then based on that circuit, we need to identify what is the function. Okay, that's for our topic of discussion for today. The next class we're going to discuss about, we start to discuss about sequential circuit. So in logic circuit, we have two types of circuit. The first one is combinational circuit, and the second one is sequential circuit. We're going to discuss about sequential circuit maybe 2 classes after this. Now, we're going to focus on the combinational circuit. Now, in combinational circuit, the output depends only with the input, which means in this case there is no feedback. So we have the circuit, we have several inputs, and then several outputs. And remember, each output will be represented as specific function. So one function, one output. So in combinational logic, in combinational circuit, we have something that we call the circuit itself, and then we have several input, and then several output. But remember, one output is equal to one function. So because we have, let's say, we have a logic circuit, we have the combinational circuit that has, let's say, 3 output, Y0, Y1, and Y2. That means it will represent 3 functions, each for the output. Okay. And then there are several characteristics of combinational circuit. The first one is the output depends only with the input, which means there is no feedback. And then whenever the input changes, the output will also change, although after some delay. Okay, this is the characteristic of combinational circuit. The first one is the output depends only with the input, and when the input changes, the output will also change. Now, in combinational circuit or combinational logic, we have 2 approaches. The first one is analysis. Given the circuit, we can determine the function. So we are given a circuit, then we are instructed to what is the function of this circuit? What is the function? This is what we call analysis. And when we can do it with Boolean approach and also truth table approach. And then the second approach is design or synthesis. We are given the function, and then we can determine what is the circuit. What is the circuit inside this block? If let's say this is A, B, C for the input, and then F0 is A, B naught plus C, and F1 is A, B, C naught. Something like this. What is the circuit that can represent that function? This is what we call design. So we have analysis and also we have design. Okay. Now, let's try to try an example for the analysis. We have this circuit and we want to identify what is the function. What is F1 and what is F2? To do this, we need to start from the left side to the right. So we'll start from the input to the output. So we're going to start from the input until it reaches the output. Now, let's start with the first logic, which is AND. AND means multiplication. So that means the output of that AND gate is ABC, A times B times C. And then the second logic circuit is an OR gate, which is an addition. So the output of that OR logic is A plus B plus C because it's an addition. Okay, now let's start with the next gate, which is the AND gate. AND gate, AND gate, which means I have, in this case is AB, and this case is AC, and this one is BC. So the output of the OR gate, because OR gate is addition, will become AB plus AC plus BC. Okay. So now we have reached the F2. So F2 is AB plus AC plus BC. Now, let's try to find out the F1. We start by finding out what is the function on this node. Is the inversion of F2. So it will be AB plus AC plus BC, which is inverted. And by using the De Morgan's law, we understand that this one is A naught plus B naught times A naught plus C naught times B naught plus C naught. Just like this. A naught plus B naught times A naught plus C naught times B naught plus C naught. And then the next one is the AND gate. The AND gate is a multiplication of T1 and F2 accent, F2 naught. So it will become A B naught C naught plus A naught B C naught plus A naught B naught C. Okay. Now the last one, which will represent the F1, is the addition, the OR gate, which in this case is ABC plus AB naught C naught plus A naught B C naught plus A naught B naught C. So this one. A B naught C naught, A naught B C naught, and then A naught B naught C, and then this one comes from this one. Because it's an addition. Okay, this is how we do the analysis procedure. starting from the input until we reach the output to find out what is the function of this circuit. Okay. Now, the second approach is by using the truth table. This is an exhaustive approach because we need to identify for each combination of input. Now, we have three inputs, A, B, and C, which means we have 2 power of 3 combination. So we have 8 combination, start from 0, 0, 0, and then 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, etc. until everything is 1. Now, the first combination is 0, 0, 0. Now 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is multiplication. 0 times 0 times 0 is 0. This is addition. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0, 0, 0, addition, 0. So F2 is 0. And then this one is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. So when the input is 0, 0, 0 combination, F1 is 0, F2 is 0. Now the next combination is 0, 0, 1. And 0, 0, 1, it will become something like this. 0 times 0 times 1 is 0. And then 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. The addition is 0. So F2 is 0. And then F1 is 1. Then the next combination is 0, 1, 0. This will become 0. This will become 1. This will become 0, 0, 0, 0. So F2 is 0. And then this one is 1 times 1, 1. So F1 is 1. Next combination. 0, 1, 1. This is 0. This is 1. This is 0, 0, 1, 1. So F2 is 1. And then this is 0, 0, 0. Next combination is 1, 0, 0. This will become 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. F2 is 0. And then this one is 1. This multiplication, 1, 1. Next combination is 1, 0, 1. This is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So F2 is 1, 0, 0, 0. Next combination is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So F2 is 1. Okay. 0, 0, 0. Now the last combination is 1, 1, 1. This is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So F2 is 1, 0, 0, 1. Now, based on the truth table, we can establish the K-map. When the combination of input is 0, 0, 0, which means this cell 0, 0, 0, A0, B0, C0, F1, this is F1, is 0. So this one is 0. And then F2 is also 0. And then the next combination is 0, 0, 1, which is this cell. F1 is 1, F2 is 0, etc. until we fill in all the cells in the K-map, and then we can identify the group. So the F1 is this group, plus this group, plus this group, and plus this group. So it's actually A, B naught, C naught, plus This one is A naught, B naught, C. This one is A, B, C. This one is A naught, B, C naught. The same solution with the Boolean approach. And also for this one is, for the F2 is BC, and then this one is AB, and then this one is AC. So it's AC plus BC plus AB. Okay. Now this is how we do the analysis procedure. We can do the Boolean approach, and also we can do the truth table approach. From the truth table, we can create the K-map, and then from the K-map, we can identify the group to find the simplest function for the F1 and also for the F2. Okay. So for the design procedure, first is determine the input and output. Okay. So previously we already discussed about the analysis procedure, and now we're going to discuss about how to design and how to synthesis, because we have two approaches. Analysis, given the circuit, we need to identify the output, the function of the output. And then the second approach is the design or synthesis approach. We are given a function, then we need to create the circuit. Okay. Now, for the design procedure, let's start by this game because this one is for the next 2 weeks discussion. The predefined single purpose of combinational logic. So we need to create a space here just to do the design procedure. Yeah, I think that's enough. Now, in design, we are given, let's say I have a function of A, B naught plus C. Given this function, we want to create the circuit. What is the circuit that will implement a function of A, B naught plus C? Remember, the first one is to determine input and output. What is the input? This one, A, B, and C. So we have a block diagram. This is the output, F, which is A, sorry. Which is A, B naught plus C. And then we have 3 inputs, A, B, and C. Now, after we determine the input output, determine the function, and then create truth table, maybe we can simplify, and then determine the simple function, and then create the logic circuit. So we're going to, well, just jump to the create the logical circuit. So let's say that this function is already the simplest function. If we are not sure about whether this one is a simple function, then we can do the protocol in here, the procedure. Create truth table, and then simplify, and then determine the simple function, then create the logic circuit. But in this case, we're going to just jump to the logic circuit creation, because we assume that this function, A, B naught plus C, is already in its simplest form. Okay. Now, what should we do to create the circuit? The first one is we need to identify what is the last function to create the F. As we can see in here, we have A times B naught plus C. To obtain the value of F, first we need to, what is the value of C? And what is the value of A, B naught? Then, after that, we're going to add both value to find f. So the last function to get the value of f is this one, addition. And addition is the representation of OR gate. So we're going to have the OR gate in here. So the output of f is actually the output of OR gate, an addition of AB naught plus C. Okay. Now, C is already the input variable. So we just need to create a straight line from the input to the C. But AB naught is a function of multiplication. Multiplication comes from an AND gate. So this is the AND gate of A and B naught. So this one already in its simplest form, which is the input. So we can just do the straight line from the input A. And then B, this is B, input B, but this one is B naught. So we need an inverter in here. Okay. So this is actually the circuit that represent a function of AB naught plus C. Now let's try to do the analysis procedure in this case. Now A in here, and then this is B. B coming through an inverter to become B naught, and because this one is multiplication, it will become A times B naught. Okay, and then this one is C, and then we come to OR gate, which will make the output F is A B naught plus C. Okay, so this is how we do the design or synthesis procedure. Now let's take another example. How about if I have a little bit more complicated function? Let's say f is AB naught plus BC naught, and then plus, let's say, A naught B. Okay, but still, after we identify how many inputs, we have 3. So we have, this is the function, and we have A, B, and also C for the input. Now, the function is AB naught plus BC naught plus A naught B. Just like previous example, we need to identify what is the last function that going to create the value of f, or in other words, what should we do to get the value of f? To get the value of f, we need to identify what is the value of AB naught, and then what is the value of BC naught, and then what is the value of A naught B. And then we need to add all those three values to get the f. So the last function to get the f is addition. Because we have addition in here, so we have addition. So we have the OR gate to get the f, and it is an addition of three functions, which is AB naught, and then BC naught, and then A naught B. Okay. Now, let's start with AB naught. AB naught is A times B and then inverted. So we have the inverter in here. Then we have the AND gate. So we have A and B, like this. So it's like A times B and then inverted. Okay, now the last subfunction is, sorry, not the last, the second last function, the second subfunction is BC naught. BC naught means it's a multiplication of B and C naught. B, we just going to a straight line from here, but C naught is inversion of C. So something like this. Now the last function is A naught B. It's a multiplication of A naught and then B. So we're going to get from here, this is A, and then we will go through an inverter to get an A naught, and then B. Okay. Now let's try to do the analysis process. This is A, this is B, this is B, and this is C, and this is A, and this is B. Now, this is AND gate, so it will become A times B, and then this is inverter, it will become A times B naught. This is C naught, and then this is multiplication, so it will become BC naught. And then this one is become A naught, and then this one is multiplication, so it will become A naught B. And this one is addition, so the output F is AB naught plus BC naught plus A naught B. Okay, this is the second example of how we do the design or synthesis approach. Now, as we can see in here, when we try to implement the circuit, when we try to design the circuit of function A, B naught plus C, we need one OR gate, one AND gate, and one inverter. Now, let's try to recreate this circuit in our Tinkercad. Okay, first, I'm going to create the circuit using the class. This is our class. So you can just log into the class and then try to copy my circuit, and then you can just play around with that circuit. It is, and then F is A, B naught plus C. Circuit. Oh, sorry. Create new design circuit. Okay. This is F is equal A, B naught plus C. Now we're going to need the OR gate. OR gate is this one. And then we need AND gate. And also we need the inverter. And then we need the breadboard to make our circuit a little bit more tidier. Where is the, oh, there is. Okay. This is the OR gate. And this is the AND gate. And this is the inverter. Then we also need the battery. We also need the LED lamp. Okay, where's the battery? Oh. What's the battery? There it is. Now, because this is a digital circuit that needs approximately 5 volt, so we need 3 battery to create 4.5 volt. Is approximately almost the same with 5 volt. Okay, now positive. I will put this. And then the negative become black. Now this is the power. Okay, need to get power from here, power to here, and then also power to here, and then also the ground. This is for the ground. Although we need to make it black, because black is an international color for ground. Okay, now we already power up the OR gate, inverter, and also the AND gate. Now, 740, what is 8 in out. So we have something like this. So let's say we're going to use this one, 1, 2, and 3. So this one, 1, 2, and 3, but let's start with the output. The output is 7432. 7432 pin out. This one. And then the last one is 7404. Okay, so we have the inverter, the AND gate, and also the OR gate. OR gate is the output function to get A, B naught plus C. So the output, we're going to use this 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So the output is number 3. Now we're going to turn on the this is the cathode, this is the anode. Then we need to use 250 ohm just to make sure that the limit current is not going over the threshold of the LED lamp. Then the anode will going to the output. This. Let's say, let's give new color. And then this one is, let's say this one is C. So we're going to put C in here. So this one is C. And then this one is a B naught. So A in here. A times B naught. So this one is B. Input 1, output 1. Okay. So this one is B. And then this one is B naught. Going to put it to here. So it become, this is B naught. This is A times B naught. This is the output of A times B naught. And we're going to put A times B naught to here. Okay, so this is B naught. And then this one is AB naught. Okay, now let's try to simulate this concept. Okay. Now we have 3 inputs, so we have 8 combination. Let's say this one A, this one B, and this one is C, and then this one is F. So we have 0, 0, 0. Okay, let's make it a bigger font. And then 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. Then the last one is 1, 1, 1. Now, let's try the first combination, 0, 0, 0. So all the A, B, C will put to the ground, will set to the ground. A is ground, B is ground, C is ground. So start simulation. It's not on, the LLM is not on. So that means the output is 0. Okay, now the second combination is 0, 0, 1, 0, A is 0, B is 0, C is 1. Okay, so now I'm going to put C to plus 5, 4. Start simulation, it's on. So F is 1. And then the third combination is 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then this one is 0. So 0, 1, 0. Start simulation off. So that means F is 0. Now the fourth combination is 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Start simulation, it's on. 1. Now the fifth combination is 1, 0, 0. So this one is 1. This is 0. And this one also 0. 1, 0, 0. Start simulation on. And then 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. Start simulation on. And then 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. This is 0. 1, 1, 0. Off. So that means F is 0. And then the last combination is 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Start simulation, it's on. So this is the truth table of the circuit. Is this correct? Let's try to find it out. Let's say this one A, B naught. And then the value of A, B naught, A times B naught, 0 times 1 is 0. And then 0 times 1 is still 0. And then 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1, because A times B naught, A is 1, B is 0, so B naught is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Then 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. Now, F is AB naught plus C. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So, the truth table is correct because it represents AB naught plus C. Okay. So this is for the A, B naught plus C. But from here, we need 3 integrated circuit just to implement a simple function. A, B naught plus C, we need 3 integrated circuit. Can we make it lower? Can we implement this function only with 1 integrated circuit? Now, as we can see, each integrated circuit consists of 4 of the same logic gate. For example, like this, 7400. It consists 4 NAND gate, and they are all NAND gate. And 7402, it has the same logic gate, which is in this case is NOR gate. So 4 NOR gate, 4 AND gate, 4 OR gate, 4 SOR gate, etc. Now, so if we want to implement this function using 1 integrated circuit, so we need to substitute for each logic gate to another logic gate. And in this case, we can either choose NAND gate or NOR gate. Okay. Now, let's try it again. Let's create a new design. How about just copy this one, duplicate. Now, we're still waiting about the Tinkercad. Let's try to discuss again. How can we substitute a specific logic gate into NAND gate? Now, let's start with the simplest one, inverter. Inverter, we can substitute inverter using NAND gate. This is NAND gate, where all of the input are put together. Let's say this one is A. So this one is A naught. This one is A. So this one is also A. This one is also A. And then in this case is A times A or A. And then this one is A naught. So it's actually this NAND gate behave like inverter. Okay. Now how about AND gate? Well, actually AND gate we can use NAND gate with the inverter in here. Now let's say this one is A, this one is B, so this one is AB, this one is A, this one is B, and this one is AB naught. And because this one is inverter, so it will become AB naught naught. So it's actually the same like AB. So by using two NAND gate, we can simulate the function of AND gate. Now, how about OR gate? Now, OR gate, we can use something like this. Let's try again. A, B, this one is addition, so A plus B. This one A, this one B, this one is A naught, this one is B naught, and then this one is multiplication, so it become A naught, B naught, naught, because we have bubble in here. A naught times B naught, naught. So by using the Morgan's law, it will become A naught, naught, plus B naught, naught. So it will become A plus B. Okay, so this is the how can we substitute a specific logic gate using NAND gate. Now let's try it in our Tinkercad. Yeah, this is the copy. So this one F is A B naught plus C using only NAND gate. Okay, so we're not going to use this. We're not going to use this. We're not going to use this. Let's move it first here. Now, NAND gate. NAND gate, where are you? Okay, this one, NAND gate. Okay. I already give power to 7400, which is the NAND gate. This is for the power. This is for the also the power. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. Now, based on this substitution, now let's try to recreate the logic circuit of this. This is A, B, and then this is C. But using only NAND gate. Okay, so in here we have inverter. So we're going to have something like this. This is the inverter. And then we have the AND gate. AND gate is AND gate. Sorry, AND gate is NAND gate with additional inverter. Now, OR gate. OR gate is all of the input will be inverted first, and then you're going to go to the NAND gate. So in here we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NAND gate. However, if you can see in here, we have inverter and also inverter. So we can actually simplify this circuit to become like this. A, this is B, and then we're going to, well, it's A not A. We just forget about these two inverter. So it becomes something like this. So now we have only 1, 2, 3, 4 NAND gate. Exactly the same amount of the 7400. Okay. So now let's say this one is B. Let's say this one is B. B comes to inverter. So we're going to join all of the input of the NAND gate in here, and then the output will go to another NAND gate, which actually join with the A. So this is A. So now we have, this is B naught. This is B naught. And then this is another NAND gate to create A times B naught. So now we have already implement this and this. And then C is inverted. So we're going to use C in here. So this one is C. C is become inverted. So we're going to put all the input together, all together. And then the output, this one is the output, will become C naught. So C naught will go to here. And then the output of A, B naught is going to go to here. And then this is the output. Okay. Now let's try to do the simulation again. Start with the first combination 0, 0, 0. A is 0, sorry, A is 0, so we go here. B is also 0, and C is also 0. Start simulation off, so the output is 0. Now 0, 0, 1, so C is 1. Start simulation on, and then 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, this is 0, sorry. So B is 1, 0, 1, 0. Start simulation off. Still correct. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, and then this one. Start simulation, off, on there, and then 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. Start simulation, on, and then 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Sorry, stop simulation first. Now we have 1, 0, 1. Start simulation is on. That one is correct also. 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. Off. Still correct. Then the last one is 1, 1, 1. On. So this circuit gives the same function with A, B naught plus C, but only using one integrated circuit. Compared to the previous circuit, we need three integrated circuit. We need 3 ICs. But in this case, we only need one IC. Okay, any questions so far?
No problem, sir.
Okay, so if there's no question, then please don't forget to do the quiz for today's class for quiz number 8.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the due date is tonight. Okay, thank you for coming, and I'll see you next 3 weeks, I believe, because next week is a holiday, and then May 11 is still in holiday, so start the class on May 12. So we have the next class is on May 18. Okay. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you on May 18, and happy holiday.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you all.